Hey guys, Real 111T. Just going to do a little video talking about the Sprongs from Emberlit, Merc Wares. This is these showed up at my house about a week ago on Saturday. They were the backer reward for a Kickstarter campaign started by Mikhail over there at Emberlit, the Emberlit stove guy. Anyway, back like sort of last quarter of last year is when he started this Kickstarter campaign. He got funded right away. He had some 3D printed models of it, and it looked really cool. So this is it. This is the Sprong set that I got. I got actually 4 of these, but you see it's a fork and a spoon, and you can assemble them together into tongs. So that's pretty neat by itself. What really impressed me with this is that the overall design, so much thought went into it. For example, this hook that you have here, fail focus, this hook is designed to be a bail hook. So if you're using a pot that has a bail, you can hold it. And the reason that it's on the fork, okay, because theoretically if you're holding the pot, you might want to stir with the spoon. Okay, so that's cool. So really awful lot of thought went into this. Ooh, let me put it back together the right way. That's really cool. Also, you know, they're very long, say compared to Light My Fire spork. The idea being to reach into the bottom of the Mountain House meal so that you don't get your knuckles all beef stewy. One of the other things that really impressed me about the Kickstarter, that really, actually, the thing that got me to back it right away was he was talking about the material he was going to use was to be a high temperature nylon that was very flexible and not brittle. Okay, and the reason that this Light My Fire spork is here is because I basically have been burned by Light My Fire. Okay, and I think probably a lot of you have. You know, if you know what I'm talking about, is every single one, and I'm not really exaggerating here, every single one of those Light My Fire plastic polycarbonate sporks has snapped right in the middle, right here. I really don't think that this I love this design of the Light My Fire spork, but I don't think it's really geared towards that material. And a big company like Light My Fire making poor decisions as far as materials is surprising to me, and I really appreciated it when Mikhail, this little guy, you know, running a small, you know, sort of smaller business basically, was really kind of thinking and concentrating on that sort of material science aspect. So yeah, so basically the nylon is similar to what you find in this sort of utensil. You know, you're using a frying pan. It's got to be high heat, and it's got to be very flexible. Okay, and these utensils are very flexible. Okay, they won't snap on you. That's the theory. You know, like I said, I just got it last Saturday. I'm curious, these this sort of end here with these little pieces. I'm wondering, this little sort of bit that sticks up, that would be the one that I would worry about the most. But like I said, I have no cause to think that at this point that there's going to be any problem with that. So yeah, so I'm going to put a link to the Emberlit website in the description box. They are not for sale yet. I think he's working on the retail packaging. These showed up just sort of in an envelope without any retail packaging, you know, which is cool. And you know, he had hoped to have them out by Christmas, and then they only, you know, he ran into setbacks. For example, I ordered orange ones, but what he discovered as part of this whole adventure that he went on to get these things made was that while you can have all the colors of the rainbow in polycarbonate, you're sort of restricted when it comes to the nylon as to what colors you can use, because they have to be rated to the same temperature as the nylon so that they don't come out in your food when you expose the utensil to high heat. So this was and he had some in black too, which is not surprising because this comes in black. But yeah, he's got a couple colors, and this, I mean, the color was not that important to me. The reason I picked orange is because I wanted something that I would notice if I dropped it. So this isn't super bright, but you know, I mean, I could see in the fall if you drop this on the ground, it might match some leaves. But yeah, not really a big deal to me. Like I said, I'm just interested in the sort of innovative nature of it. I don't know necessarily whether I'm taking this backpack. And the other thing is, these are very light as a consequence of this material. I don't know exactly what the weight is. I'm sure if you watch his videos that he has on the Emberlit site, he might have a weight for you. But this is something cool, you know. Whenever I'm out car camping, there's definitely times when I would like to have tongs, and I do have tongs in my cook set, but you know, I'm sure there'd be use for another set here or there. So check them out. They're going to become available sometime soon, as soon as he gets the packaging set. There's also going to be another Kickstarter coming up for I believe, titanium version. So the titanium version should be even cooler than these, I think. Although, you know, if you want to put them in a bunch of sets, I bet you the nylon version is going to be more cost effective, I'm sure. One cool thing that you're going to be able to do with the titanium version, which you might be able to do with these, but I don't know if I would trust it, but the titanium version, obviously, being metal, it'll be completely impervious to heat. And, you know, if you've got a campfire, you could actually use the Sprongs to move coals around. I mean, you'd probably have to wipe them off before you ate with them. But you know, that's something that's cool if you've got a small fire that you're building up and you're going to use to cook under like a canteen cup or something, or you want to grab some coals out of the fire to put them underneath your canteen cup stove. You know, with a titanium version, I don't see any reason why you couldn't do that right with the Sprongs. So yeah, that would be cool. All right, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.